Let me introduce one more term, that is what? The frequency. Frequency, which is usually represented by the letter F. So, if we see that any of the periodic waveforms, these waveforms, try to observe that a pattern is repeating for every time interval t. How many such repetitions are taking place in 1 second? How many such repetitions are taking place in 1 second is called as frequency. Is called as a frequency. So let me write in this way. So right, like the number of number of number of repetitions or number of uh, directly let me write the number of simple words cycles per second. The number of cycles per second. So now let me introduce what is mean by cycle. The cycle represents the pattern the pattern the pattern which is repeated repeated for for every every time period for every time period. Now let me show these cycles first in the waveform, that what we had discussed so far. See here from the waveform number 1. How much is the time period here? T. In this time period, whatever happened, that we call as a one cycle. That we call as a one cycle. Then after this time period, again this same pattern is repeating. That is what the second cycle. And after the second cycle, again same pattern is going to be repeated, that we call as a third cycle, and so on. Clear? Next, in this cycle, especially for this waveform, try to observe that we have positive amplitude for certain duration and negative amplitude for certain duration. So this positive amplitude duration we call as a positive cycle. Positive cycle. And this negative amplitude duration we call as a negative cycle. One positive cycle and one negative cycle putting together is what? One complete cycle. This cycle is going to be repeated in the next time interval t. In the same way, see here, we may not have always positive half cycle and negative half cycle, but here try to observe, in this waveform, the time period is capital T. For every capital T, so the nature of the waveform is repeating, this triangular shape is repeating. So here we have only positive cycle. So this entire duration, whatever waveform I am seeing for the time interval t, the pattern of repetition is this one. So we call this as one cycle. One cycle. And these kind of cycles, how many times occurring in 1 second? Like if I'll sit over here and if I'll observe by taking a stopwatch and just check that in 1 second, how many these patterns are crossing me fastly like this. That is what the frequency. Just you can imagine that you are sitting on a road. You are sitting on a road and you are counting, let us say, same kind of bikes or some car, some vehicle, some cars. Some 100 cars are going. So through this on this road, just you are observing that for 1 second, how many cars has moved. That is what the frequency. The number of vehicles crossing this object means this corresponding location in 1 second is what the frequency. In the same way, in electrical systems also we have this kind of thing, frequency, that how many cycles are repeated for 1 second. So here again you have one cycle which consists of positive half cycle and negative half cycle. Here also it consists of positive half cycle and negative half cycle. So try to observe and understand very clearly that one cycle consists of one positive half cycle and one negative half cycle, depends on the nature of the alternating waveform, or we may have only positive half cycle, or we may have sometimes only negative half cycle also. Clear? So it doesn't matter whatever may be the thing, that the repeated pattern, that how many such patterns are repeating for 1 second, we call as a frequency. The number of cycles per second is called the frequency. So this more specifically mathematically we can write as reciprocal of the time period is called as a frequency. It is measured in hertz. It is measured in hertz. Okay. Right. So now let me come back to the AC system, how these AC waveforms are really generated. And out of all these kind of AC waveforms, we are much interested in this sinusoidal generation, sinusoidal voltages or currents. So this we call as a sinusoidal. So let me write that sinusoidal voltage or current. Sinusoidal voltage. Voltages or voltage. And usually you might be seen Faraday's law. So that Faraday's law states that if we take any conductor, let me take this one. Oh, sorry, it's not coming properly. Let me take one conductor as like this. This is a conductor. Now I'll place this conductor inside the magnetic field. Inside the magnetic field. These are the magnetic field lines. Blue color one are the magnetic field lines which are virtual, which we cannot see by our eyes. We cannot see by our eyes. So this blue color one are what the magnetic field lines. Field or flux field lines. So this red color one is the conductor. Now if you observe the Faraday's law, what he stated is that if the conductor rotates inside the magnetic field, then it produces the EMF. This is what the Faraday's law. Faraday's law states that Faraday's law. So in generally, let me write Faraday's law in more concise manner, that if there is any relative velocity between conductor between conductor and magnetic field, if there is any relative velocity between conductor and magnetic field, then it it produces voltage or you can say EMF, where in conductor. That means if this is one side terminal, let us say A, and other side terminal is A dash. Now if I measure voltage between A and A dash, then we will get some voltage. How much is that voltage? Is B L V sine omega t. I'll tell you each of these values. What is B here is that this is a empirical relationship. So there is a big derivation that is beyond the scope of this subject. But just try to understand that the amount of the voltage induced inside this conductor when it is rotated inside this magnetic field is BLV sine omega t. So what is B here is that magnetic flux density. Flux density. What is mean by density? Density is flux lines per unit area. Unit area. For one unit area, how many flux lines are crossing? That is what the flux density. You might be seen this relationship. Flux density is equal to flux by area like this. Okay. Next, what is L? L is length of the conductor. Length of the conductor. Conductor. So this is what the length of the conductor. See here. So here to here, how much is the effective length? That is what the length of the conductor. And let me say this is the flux density B. What about V? V is the velocity of the conductor. At what speed this conductor is rotating? At what speed this conductor is rotating? V. V is what the velocity, relative velocity. This relative velocity. So let me write the V is the velocity of the conductor. So what is omega here is very important thing. Angular frequency. Angular frequency. What is the difference between angular frequency and frequency is that just see this angular frequency omega can be expressed in terms of frequency as 2 pi f. 2 pi f. That means 2 pi means pi is 180 degree. For every 360 degrees, the same kind of pattern, rotational way, angular means in the rotational form, is going to be repeated. So that is what omega is equal to 2 pi f. This is what angular frequency and frequency relationship. This can also be written as 2 pi, f can be written as 1 by t. So 2 pi by t. This is the relation between angular frequency and frequency, where small t is the time, instantaneous time. So in this way, we can produce the induced EMF or just simply sinusoidal voltage. But we will not use this BLV every time. Instead of what we take is that we take this entire thing, this BLV entire thing as one value which is equal to some constant. If it is a voltage, so we will write this as V A dash is equal to some maximum value. How much is this sine coefficient is? That is what the maximum value. Vm sine. So omega t. So where Vm can be equal to BLV. Instead of every time writing with the BLV, just simply we say that it has a peak amplitude of Vm and that will continue. And in generally, how we represent the sine waves is that, so let me write in general, in general. So any alternating waveform, that is what the voltage, let us say V of t, can be written as Vm sine omega t plus theta. Omega t plus theta. So I'll tell you here this comparison. Here Vm is equivalent to BLV. Omega t is equivalent to, however obvious, that is omega t. Theta means that may be 0 or it may be positive or it may be negative. Any of these three values. That means it may be some positive value or it may be some zero value. It may be some negative value. As here it is of zero value in the above case. In the above case, theta is equal to zero value. Now, so let me tell you one important comparison here. Then we wind up the session. So let me take this waveform and let me explain you in detail that let us consider some voltage which is equal to Vm sine omega t. Vm sine omega t plus 0. Plus 0. 0 degree. Now tell me when t is equal to 0. When t is equal to 0. Or let me take omega t completely. You can take omega t totally or simply t, it's your issue. If omega t is equal to 0, how much is the V of t? Sine 0. How much is sine 0?
0.
0. That means this is at the origin. Now, if omega t is equal to some value, let us say 90 degrees. If omega t is equal to 90 degrees, how much is the sine value? Sine 90?
1.
1. 1 into Vm.
1 sir.
1 into Vm.
VM.
Vm. So now how
V.
does it changes is that it change as like this and it reach to maximum value. How much is that maximum value? Vm.
1 sir.
Okay. So 1 into Vm. That's why I am writing as Vm. Now as it moves, let us say at 180 degrees. As it moves further 90 to 180 degrees. At 180 degrees, sine 180 0. So 0 into
0 sir.
Vm 0. That means it has fallen down as like this. Then after 180, let us take 270. Sine 270 minus 1. So minus 1 into Vm. So it
Minus
goes
1 sir.
to minus Vm. Then after that at 360, sine 360 is again equivalent to 0. So this pattern going to be repeated again and again as like this. That means after 360 again you can start from 0 or you can continue from the 360. You can add 360 plus 90, then 360 plus 180, then 360 plus 270 and so on. Then this pattern going to be repeated. Okay, right. So this is one sinusoidal voltage. Sinusoidal voltage. Now let me take one more waveform, as like this. So first let me take so the same waveform, but so let me keep as it is. This is what let me tell you. This blue color one is what V of t. What is V of t? Vm Vm sine omega t plus 0 means just simply I am writing omega t. Now let me try to sketch one more important thing that V1 of t is equal to Vm sine sine omega t plus theta. Theta value may be some 30 degree, 40 degree, 50 degree, 0 to any degree value. Okay, it doesn't matter. Some theta. Now tell me, when omega t is equal to 0, how much is this V1 of t? How much is V1 of t? So if you want more
Theta
specifically,
sir.
theta, exactly. So let me take you. So to get a better value, why? Because we need the accurate value. Let me take this as 30 degrees. 30 degrees. Now you can get the values. See that? So how much is when omega t is equal to how much? This 30 omega t is equal to 0 at this instant. 0 plus 30.
VM by 2 sir.
Yeah, sine 30
1 by 2 sir.
1 by 2. 1 by 2 means
1
Vm
by
by
2.
2. Right? Vm by 2. Yes or no?
Yes sir.
Where at omega t is equal to 0. It is starting from here. Okay. Now you try to observe this pattern is repeated in this way. Everything is moving So just let me draw better way, just like this. Now, so this is the 30 degrees shift. This is 30 degrees, in here 30 degrees. Now everything will move little advance by 30 degrees, as like peak value is reaching earlier than the v of t. See here, by this value, how much? 60 degrees itself. You can see at omega t is equal to 60 degrees. How much is v1 of t? When omega t is equal to 60, what is v1 of t? v1 of t is equal to
William sir.
vm. That means here itself it is reaching to peak value. Then at 90 plus 30 is 120. So at 120, you check what will be the value. At omega t is equal to 120. So v1 of t is, that is vm sine 120 plus 30, 180, sorry, 150. Okay, no issue. So this is, I think 180. Sorry. This is 150. 150. That means at 150, see that how much is the v1 of t? So 150 plus 30 is 180. So again it is 0. That means it has rise to positive and coming back to 0. Then again, so then where it is taking peak value prior to that, this is what? So 270 minus 30 I should make. 30 means, so 240. At 240 it goes to negative value. This is what at 240. Then again, so 360 minus 30, so at that location it goes to 0, like this. So then it will continue and it will reach to Vm by 2 by 360 plus 30. That is what? 3. This location is what? 390. This is one complete cycle. Now try to see this green color waveform, which is very important, V1 of t. Because of addition of 30 degrees plus 30 degrees, what happened? V1 of t, when V of t is 0, this is V1 of t is already Vm by 2. Means it has already gained some value. And V1 of t has reached to the peak value earlier than the V of t. And everywhere you try to see that V1 of t is much
The
faster.
frequency will increase, sir.
No, frequency does not increase. Why? Because see here, this and the V of t both have same omega t. As long as it has same omega t, there is no change in the frequency. Okay. So what I am trying to say is that out of these two
Sir,
person, yes, please tell me.
సార్ అంటే ఇప్పుడు మనకి ముందుగానే వచ్చేస్తుంది కదా సార్ అది
I'll tell
దాని
you what
పీక్
is.
వాల్యూ అనేది.
Yes. I'll tell you. Just listen. Okay. Right. So let us say this green color person is you, and this red color person is your friend, and you are taking journey on this time axis, omega t axis. Now see that by the time you gained peak value, your friend has already gained the peak value. How much advance? 30 degrees advance. Earlier than you. Are you getting my point? This is your friend. Your friend is gaining peak value earlier than you by 30 degrees. Your friend is reaching to the 0 earlier than you by 30 degrees. Everywhere you see that your friend is earlier than you by 30 degrees. Everywhere, at any instant, you check it. Are you getting my point? If
Yes, sir.
you are comparing with your friend, at any instant of omega t, your friend is much earlier than you. So that means you are taking a journey and you are comparing that. Now I want to move from let us say Vijayawada to some Vizag. Okay, some BZA to so VS KP something like that. Then at every stop, if you count that your friend is, you might be traveling in a train, that your friend train is moving ahead than you by certain amount of time. So this is what the concept of leading. So let me write that V1 of t, V1 of t is leading V of t by how much? How much is the difference between you and your friend? You are at 0, that is
30.
omega t plus 0. Your friend is at 30. So by 30 degrees. This is very very important. So everyone should focus on this statement. This statement. Why? Because in most of the competitive exams, these kind of things will be asked. So which waveform is leading? So this same information, I can also say that leading means earlier, advance. Leading means advance. So we will say generally that like somebody is leading you means what does it mean? In matches also we will say that India is leading the other means your score is much higher than the other person. Same thing we can say in another way that V of t V of t equivalently we can also say that V of t is lagging V1 of t by 30 degrees. 30 degrees. No need to write degrees. I already used symbol. Got my point? You can say that this in this way that so V1 of t is leading you or you are lagging V1 of t. Yes or no? Is this clear? So you can say in either way, but you should carefully observe. If you are taking you as this blue color waveform, then compare the other waveform with this blue color. The other person is leading you. So if you take yourself as V1 of t, then so V of t is lagging you. Okay, so that I hope you can understand with your own like explanation, your own understanding. And I will take one more waveform which is very important. See that. Just let me conclude with this waveform. So let us say V2 of t. What I will say is that Vm sine omega t minus 30 degrees. And just later on you can cross verify that whether this is true or not. So yourself verify. This gap is 30 degrees and here also 30 degrees. Here also 30 degrees. That means now my corresponding waveform. So let me tell you with this color. So it is starting at here at this location, then reaching to the peak by how much value? 90 plus 30, that is at 120 degrees. It is reaching to the peak and it is reaching to the zero at 180 plus 30, that is 210. This location is 210 degree. Then it is reaching to the negative peak. So let me write more properly. So by how much value? 270 plus 30, 300. At 300 degrees, it reached to the negative peak as like this. Then at 360 plus 30, that is 390, it reached to the 0. So now try to observe this pink color one is what? V2 of t. V2 of t. This blue color one is V of t, which we already written. What is V of t? Vm sine omega t. Okay. Now try to observe, is V2 of t lagging or leading the V of t? Tell.
Lagging, sir.
So you are taking journey, you are reaching to peak value, But after that interval, how much? 30 degrees of duration, your friend is starting. See here. You started your journey here, 0. But your friend started at 30 degrees delay with you. This delay we call as, this is a delay. Let me write delay. This is delay. Previously, let me write. This is what? Advance. Let me write here. This, let me extend with the dotted line here. See, this is what? This corresponding duration, let me call as advance. Advance by how much? 30 degrees. Advancedly, your friend has started by 30 degrees than you. That advance we call as a leading. Leading means advance. Advance. Okay. So here try to observe that. Now delay. So your friend, this is your friend, this is you. Now, so you are leading your friend, but so as more precisely here I would like to say in different way that your friend is lagging, lagging, lagging you. That is what? V of t. Lagging V of t. By how much? By 30. You can also say the same statement in another way that V of t is leading, is leading V2 of t by 30 degrees. Clear? So this lagging leading concept is very important. One should refer back clearly these concepts before coming to the next class. Okay. Thank you.